Marshal is known for being the most popular villager in the entire game, but he doesn't want to be known as popular anymore. He wants to have something that has greatness to it that he worked for and earned. So today he is going to make a well, I am going to make him a restaurant that he owns for himself so people take him seriously. This is, of course, a Nikachu video, which of course will always have action, mystery, and a whole lot of drama. So let's get into it, and I'll also teach you how to make Marshal's restaurant that you can make yourself right now on your island. A squirrel's tale. Enjoy. So of course, I always start off these videos by putting on merchandise of the villager I'm making something for, or whatever the video has to do. So I put on my Marshal merch and started dancing all across my Animal Crossing island. Also, do you see how many birds were on that pedestal? Oh my gosh. Look at all those birds. Last time I probably checked my mail was like the day I started the game. Oh my gosh. Anyways, Marshal, I found him. I told him about the, new restaurant deal. I said, hey, I've worked with other villagers before. I've worked with Zucker. I've worked with Pom Pom and Matilda, let me make you something really nice. So I went to, like, this horribly deserted place in the middle of my island. It's, like, the least good look. It's the biggest eyesore I've ever seen on any Animal Crossing island. It's just a bunch of stone in the middle of nowhere and like random iron fence. So I try to clean it up and turn this into Marshal's restaurant. I'll be cleaning up my island while also making Zucker a cafe for himself, a coffee shop. I mean, come on now, that seems like a hit. I put these nice little dirt splotches all over the grass and it made it look really nice, really cutesy, huh? I'm usually not the cute type of person. I'm more of like the super tacky kind of person, so it's nice to have something look good on my island for once. Anyways, I added a bunch of brick. I had that stone fence, wrapped around the side, some really nice white flowers, roses to be exact. I took down the fencing because it just did not look good. I'm trying to go for like a sweet little coffee shop, I was trying to get some wood like the lumberjack I am, then all of a sudden a bunch of bees came and swarmed at me. Oh my gosh. And then I looked at Zucker and he looked really upset. He was right outside his restaurant and everything was stolen from it. Everything was missing. All the fencing and everything, where all of a sudden Marshal had a bunch of fencing. Very odd things happening right now in the world. Anyways, Marshal's happy still. He's listening to some KK Slider. I'm personally listening to some 50 Cent while I'm editing this. So, he can have his music over there and I'll be playing my Spotify over here. Thank you very much. Anyways, I'm putting up the rest of the fencing here. It's beautiful fencing. I mean, 10 stars across the board. If I were on American Idol, I'd like send them straight to the finale. Like, you're going to Vegas. Anyways, Marshal, I had to get a bunch of designs, and if you want any of those designs, I left the codes up and the names of the makers right in front of you. You just have to go back a little bit and go slow, a nice 0.25 speed, and write down those codes. But you can have access to all these codes by watching this video back. Anyways, this is the acorn. Now, I've actually decided to go full on, and I made this acorn design all by myself. I decorated it, I turned it into an Animal Crossing design, and I actually have merch. So if you want some merch of the acorn, which is Marshal's brand new cafeteria, you can go check it out on my merch store. Anyways, I went to the local Starbucks and just started stealing everything because no one goes there, and I was like, you know what, this could work for Marshal's The Acorn Cafe coffee shop aesthetic we're going for here. So it looks very nice. We have beautiful refrigerators here, some really great signs. Everything just looks great. We have this beautiful front desk with Marshal all over it. And then no one uses this tea set too. So I was like, let me just steal it. Hopefully you have enough items to go around in your island. But if you want to redecorate, give your Marshal a restaurant just like this, or give a villager a coffee shop just like this. These are the items that I've used, and you can copy however you want. Send me pictures on Instagram or Twitter. I'd love to see them of your island. Anyways, this is looking very cool. I put the Marshal all over, you know, give it some really nice Marshall bonus aesthetic to it. And it's looking really, really good. I put a stage in the back left so like people can dance. I have this really nice table with this bench, and I put the cake that like the mother made, mom's homemade cake. I don't know how that's lasted so long. I don't think cake really lasted. I think I've had this item for almost a year now, so it's probably expired, but I don't think anyone's actually gonna eat it. Here's the menu. It's just coffee. It's just coffee, different variations of sugar, different variations of cream. Okay, it's just a coffee shop. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Anywho, here's Marshall. You know, the man of the hour is finally at his own shop, thankfully. Maybe he can, you know, start making some coffee or something. This is not my restaurant. It's his restaurant. Actually, it is my restaurant. I've done everything for it. He doesn't own it. I could tear it down any moment. But let's just pretend it's Marshall's, okay? Let's have some imagination, like the SpongeBob meme, okay? Anyways, Pom Pom is here. Pom Pom said, did you know there's an island property for sale? Everyone wants to move there because there's a certain celeb to be. It's me, by the way. She's like, everyone wants to live here because I'm here. It's me. I'm the celebrity. Anyways, Apple's decided to stay in her house today, which is very interesting because she's kind of everyone's like biggest enemy. She likes to start drama on the island. So I guess she's deciding to put some shade over Marshall's new cafe and not attend. You know what happened, Pom Pom? She said, my food was good, yummy, maybe even delicious. I don't know. These villagers, they just keep talking about stuff. I don't know. I've heard this conversation like 10 times before, I'll be honest. You know, what happens is Marshall talks about how good that Pom Pom's food is, and the peppy villager responds by saying, oh, don't you mean a more trendy word? It's, you know, I've heard this conversation way too many times. Anyways, everyone's here now. It's like the talk of the town. We have everyone hanging out here eating cake and having fun. They're just having a great time. Marshall's talking about how, now look at this iron garden chair. Whoever put this there, I love them. I'm like, well, you know, I'm the only one who can build in this game, so look no further than here. Then Eric came and sat next to me while I was drinking some tea. And then there was some real life tea happening to the left of us because Marshall and Diana got into a fight. Take a listen. Then, all of a sudden, so many of the villagers left the premises and the strangest things happened to Marshall's cafe. There was ink everywhere. I'm talking the floor, the wall, the refrigerator, and the teacups. It was everywhere. And it wasn't just regular ink, it was Splatoon ink from the Splatoon franchise over at Nintendo. Hey, Nintendo. Anyways, there was ink everywhere, and none of my villagers are known to be in Splatoon. None of my villagers are like Splatoon super fans or anything like that. Maybe me, but none of my other villagers. No. None of the animals. Maybe the human. But the animals, they don't like Splatoon. So what's happening here? What happened? Marshall and I started thinking of a bunch of possible solutions, and Zucker came up because Zucker just lost all of his fencing, and all of a sudden Marshall had a bunch of fencing. So who stole Zucker's fencing? Maybe Zucker's having revenge. There's also another theory going around that maybe it's Diana, because Diana and Marshall had that big fight. And what about Apple and Pom Pom? They're very peppy and would, you know, be up to some Splatoon stuff. So who could it be? Well, welcome to Nikachu's Cinematic Universe here on Nikoland, where anything could happen. You'll have to stay tuned to the next video to figure this out. See you then.